Hello there. Hi, this is Dr Khushboo Shah, and today is Thursday. So today is another day where I will take a question from the questions that have been sent to me via a Google form that will be in the bio. I'm an Access Consciousness facilitator, and if you don't know what this is, every Thursday I'm going to take a question that is most relevant, that's pinging, that's popping, that will contribute to most people out there, and I will do my best to facilitate it using tools of access consciousness. Alright, so hi there. So today's question was thanks to a conversation I was having with Komal, and she's right here. So the question is, how does one choose? So if you've been following my Instagram lives in this series, you notice that in the first live, I asked you all to make like a list and a list of what would you like your life to be like in the next 5 years, and I explained how to go about it, not your everyday to-do list. I give a sense of how to make that list and how to go about it, and how to start getting clear energetically about the kind of future you would like to create for you, for your body, for the people around you, for the world, for the earth, everything. So you may want to go back and listen to that. Now, as I was talking to Komal, whose question we've taken today, then what happens is, when you start making this list and you start asking the universe for whatever you're asking for, like for example, if you're asking for a career, okay, so like a income stream that you're asking for, and what the universe will do is it'll start giving you different choices and different possibilities and different opportunities as well. And then what will happen is you tend to get sort of confused as to, what do I choose? Should I choose this? Should I not choose this? Etc. 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 And the way we've been taught to choose is based on right, wrong. Is pretty much trying to get it right. I have to get it right. If I choose this, it has to be right. But that's not how one chooses. Okay, that's not really a choice. That's you now limiting everything that you can choose as soon as you start going into the right and wrong. Choice is just choice. It's like you wake up and you choose to be alive, you choose to go drink water, you choose. It's choice is just choice. It's not from it's not from right and wrong. If you're doing right and wrong to get to a choice that's apparently right for you, that is actually you limiting everything. So what do I mean by this? So what will happen is, as you start asking for things, you'll get all these different opportunities and possibilities, right? And what you want to look at is those possibilities. You want to know, an opportunity is one that sounds like something you want, but won't really give you the energetics of what you're actually looking for and asking for in life. So it'll sound correct, it'll sound right, it'll sound like it's sort of fitting into this box of what you're asking, but it doesn't open your world up. It doesn't match energetically that list, that thing. Oh, this is what I would like 5 years down the line. This is how I would like my life to be. Happy, nourished, nurtured, traveling, etc., etc. So it sounds about right. Opportunities sound right. Possibilities are usually these things that you never thought of. It just sort of pops into your world, and it's never a thing that you thought of or you planned. Your possibilities are which will actually match the energy of that list that I was talking about. Okay, and it's very random. It's not from getting it right. It's actually what you truly desire, and it doesn't fit in any kind of box. Okay, so one of the simplest tools and the simplest questions that I learned and that I asked when I started changing. So I'm a dentist by education, but I was looking for something else, and I didn't know what that was. I had no clue I would be an access consciousness facilitator. I had no clue I would be doing the things I was doing today. But what I did was I made that list of what would I like my life to be like, And then all of these opportunities and possibilities showed up. And the possibilities were light. Whenever I thought about them, whenever I thought of doing them, being it was just this open, joyous, expansive future. It was definitely not right. It was probably, a lot of people would have considered those choices as wrong. And they were wrong according to a lot of people. But for me, it was light. Okay, so what you want to start getting into while making choices is to follow lightness and heaviness. Okay, so if I choose this, what would my life be like in the next 5 years? You get a sense of that. And then the same thing you ask again in a different way, which is, if I don't choose this, what would my life be like in the next 5 years? Right? So you have the, what would my life be like if I choose this in next 5 years, and what would my life be like if I don't choose this in the next 5 years? And one of them will be distinctly lighter. That's the one that I choose. That's the one that's actually true to what you are actually asking for, and that does not necessarily fit into any box of right or wrong. Okay, it's just these possibilities that open up. It's this space that is undefined, but it is what you actually truly desire. And that's what I have learned, how to make choices. So if in case you ever get confused and you're sort of like wondering, what is it, what am I doing here, nothing is, etc., etc., you want to move ahead in future to see what choice you are creating right now is actually creating for you. But the way to move ahead and getting a sense of what is actually going on is by asking a question. What would my life be like if I choose this 5 years from now? Okay, and what would my life be like if I don't choose this 5 years from now? This question will start getting you out of any confusion. It'll make you step into the future, which is what you're creating, by the way. You're creating the future by the choices you make in the now, not based on your past. Okay? So when you're choosing in the now, you're generating simultaneously the future you desire, which is why you're choosing today. Okay? So the way to know and to not be ever confused about what choice to make and whether it's an opportunity or whether it's actually a possibility that you're truly asking for, you want to move energetically 5 years from now and get a sense of what that choice is going to create. Okay, so what would my life be like if I choose this, and what would my life be like if I don't choose this 5 years from now? Okay, use this question, guys. This is something that's helped me, and I've made some crazy, outrageous choices only following the awareness, following the lightness and heaviness based on this question. And those outrageous choices have been actually the most gifting, the most contributive, the most life-changing, and a lot of times uncomfortable. Okay, so I'm not looking to make a comfortable choice. I'm looking, if you truly want to expand your world, you want to make those uncomfortable choices. But they're uncomfortable, but they're opening up a lighter future for you. Okay, so ask a question. Ask, if I choose this, what would my life be like in the next 5 years? Okay, think about anything that's confusing you, that you're not sure whether you should choose it right now or not. Just get that in your space. Awesome. Now ask, what would my life be like in the next 5 years if I choose this? Get a sense of that. Is it expansive? Is it contractive? And now ask, what would my life be like if I don't choose this in the next 5 years? Cool. So one of them is distinctly lighter. That's what's true for you. That's how one would choose. Not based on right and wrong. Just try it out for a few things. See if it works for you. It's worked for me brilliantly. Okay? So choice is just choice. Okay? Choice is not figuring out. Choice is not trying to get it right. You can't possibly get anything right. You cannot even plan your freaking futures. You can only get a sense of it these days, okay? And more so now than ever, since everything has changed. Cool? So I hope this helps. I hope this gives you some sense of how to make choices and how to get a sense of whether it's an opportunity or truly a possibility that opens up your entire life being and brings in enthusiasm beyond this reality in your world and your body. And does it get better than that? Thank you so much for watching this. If you have more questions, if you like more clarity on anything that I said or anything else in your life, please fill up the form in the bio and I will pick it. And I will do my best to facilitate it and give you some sort of tools from Access or something else, mostly Access Consciousness, because I love it, on every Thursday. So join me. Usually I go live at 11:30 in the morning, but today we had to do it 5:30 in the evening. But Thursdays it will be. Bye bye.